exactly right. You're exactly right. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. It's the Take the Points edition. I do appreciate you tuning in. My name is Bruce Dickey. Down there, that is Marty David. Right here, that is Jamie Hodges. And we're going to talk a little bit of sports and all kinds of stuff tonight or this morning. This is Friday morning, sorry. This is not Thursday night, although we don't know who won.
Man, it sure feels like it.
It sure really feels like Thursday night.
I feel like I'm dressed for a Little League game. I don't know.
We don't know who won the, you would think by Thursday morning you and I or Marty would know who won the Golden State game Thursday night.
What a great game by Golden State.
That was a great game by Golden State.
I can't believe old what's-his-name filled in for the hurt guy.
So Golden State finished out the Rockets last. Oh, it's they're 2-2.
No, yeah, they're
5-5. Okay, all right. So what a game by Golden State last night, winning on Houston's home court. Huge night for Draymond
Insert
Green.
name here.
Yeah, insert name here. Kevin Durant finished with a gigantic 30 points or something like that. But welcome again to Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. I'm Bruce Dickey, and you're watching us on Wabash Catch TV, Channel 3 over in Salem, Channel 100 or Channel 25, depending on whether you have fiber here in Flora, up in Louisville, or down in Sisney and Jeff. And we do appreciate you making the trek to visit with us every week. And by the way, we had some nice comments over the course of last week. Did you see some of the Twitter comments about our shows?
I saw a couple of them.
I saw Mr. Gammon.
Nice to Kevin.
Shout
out to
Kevin Gammon.
Yeah.
Shout out to Sam Dickey, always court. But is that right that I'm sending a shout out to a nephew for actually complimenting us?
He's a viewer.
He doesn't have to, and plus we know Sam. He could have went the other way. That's kind of 50-50.
That's exactly right. That's exactly 70-30 the other way. Probably.
So we'll take it.
More likely. That is correct. We will take it. But what is going on this Friday and this weekend? Of course, it is Memorial Day weekend. We hope everyone takes time out to not celebrate that, but to memorialize that and then pay attention to the folks who laid down their lives for us. What's going on today on Friday? Well, it's a Red Cross blood drive. That's at Olney at the Carl Richland Memorial Hospital. That'll be at 12 noon, going until 4 o'clock. And of course, I told you that I was going to have blood drawn yesterday, or I donated a double pint. And let's see if we can zoom this in over on my arm. Well, I don't.
That's a lot of arm for a zoom.
There, right there. That's the shot. So it doesn't hurt. It's fine. It's just a nice way to donate blood and to help out your fellow man. But that Red Cross blood drive taking place at Olney today from 12 till 4, and that'll be at the Memorial Hospital. Odin's Fireman's Picnic continues tonight at Odin Park over there in Odin from 6 o'clock to 10 o'clock. Going to have a carnival, arm bands, rides, raffles, great food. So go out there and enjoy the year's picnic. They're going on Saturday also, starting at 7 a.m. on Saturday. I'll get to what's going on there here in just a second. Also on Friday night, it's from 4:30 to 8 o'clock. It's the Fish and Chicken Dinner. They have it every Friday over at the American Legion in Salem. They do a great job. That's at 1001 East Main Street there in Salem. All you can eat fish, all you can eat chicken dinner every Friday. That'll start at 4:30 this afternoon. $9 for adults and $4.50 for kids. On Saturday, this is fun. This is the Goose Creek Classic. This is going to be at Odin City Park. It's all part and parcel of the Odin Fireman's Picnic. It'll be they have a 5K race or a 10K race, so that's a big deal. 7 a.m. is registration. 8 o'clock in the morning is when the race will start. They're going to have the kids from kindergarten through under 10 at 9 o'clock, and the awards will be at 9:15. Again, they've got the 5K race, I believe a 2.5K race, and a 10K race. $25 to register for the 10K race. So if you're looking for something to do this weekend, there is plenty. Who's playing baseball today? Well, On our networks, you can see the St. Louis Cardinals. The Cardinals play at Pittsburgh tonight. It's John Gant on the mound for the Cardinals versus Joe Musgrove. And I have a question for both of you. How many players named Musgrove do you think have ever played Major League Baseball? Joe Musgrove's pitching is making his National League debut tonight against the Cardinals. Joe Musgrove is the first. Musgrove is the first. How many folks do you think with the last name Musgrave have played in the major leagues?
3.
All of them.
1.
Really? I would have. Yeah.
One guy named Musgrave. He's a pitcher. He's Harrison Musgrave. He's pitching right now. He just made his major league debut earlier this spring. He's pitching for the Colorado Rockies.
So if your name's Musgrove or Musgrave, find a different sport.
Not looking good.
Yeah.
How about Musgraves? You know, we're from Wayne County. There are a ton of Musgraves and Musgrave. How many guys named Musgraves have played in Major League Baseball?
I'm going to stick with it. 3.
How about you?
2.
There's a pattern here, for crying out loud. It's 1. It's been 1 on all 3 of them. Musgrove, only 1 Musgrove, 1 Musgrave, and 1 Musgraves. So that, which I was fiddling through the. I saw that and I was shocked.
Say, how much free time did you have?
You got lost in a wormhole, didn't you?
I didn't have any free
You
time.
got lost in a wormhole.
It was like it took 30 seconds.
Yeah.
You got to love baseballreference.com. Baseball-reference.com. That's the way to go. That's the only way to. It's the only way to fly. The Cubs are playing on Friday afternoon, but they're playing on ABC in Chicago. We don't get that local station up in Chicago. And also the White Sox are playing tonight, and we don't get there. They're at Detroit, but they're playing on WGN. And why? Again, I'll stick to my guns for this forever. Why WGN doesn't put those games on WGN America, I will never know. But they are playing on WGN, and we don't have those. Sorry about that. But you want baseball? We've got more baseball. Big Ten tournament baseball continues on Friday. Elimination games on Friday. There's 2 of them, at 3:30 and at 7:30. Of course, those teams not yet determined who is playing in those games because those games are going on as we speak. And one other thing. Tomorrow night, the big game in basketball. It'll be on ESPN Channel 601. The Boston Celtics at the Cleveland Cavaliers on Friday night. Boston can eliminate Cleveland. They lead the series 3-2, and they have the opportunity to eliminate the Cavaliers. I don't know that they'll do it. We'll talk about that a little bit later on in this show. This is the Take the Points edition. This is Marty David down there. This is Jamie Hodges here, and I'm Bruce Dickey, and we do appreciate you tuning in. We'll be back with a bunch more sports for you. Do stick around. Talk to you in a sec.
Come see us at Anthony's Wild West in downtown Flora.
Enjoy salad, pizza, and pasta buffet 11 to 2 Monday through Saturday. Not hungry for pizza? Our menu features a variety of food for every taste.
Our dining room is large and spacious for 2 or a crowd. Let us help you host a private party in one of our banquet rooms. Visit the Fallout Shelter to have a drink with good friends. Then try your luck at one of our 5 gaming machines. See you soon in the Wild West.
Welcome to Clay County Hospital. Clay County Hospital and Clinics offer the best in services and care in the area with a staff that strives to provide the very best in patient-centered care. We offer full hospital services including radiology, therapy, surgery, labs, and emergency services. Our clinics located in Flora, Louisville, and Clay City allow us to reach out to Clay County residents so that you never have to go far from home for your healthcare needs. In addition to our regular provider staff, we also offer affiliated specialty provider services at our Flora clinic. Finally, have a minor injury or illness but don't want to wait for an appointment? Our walk-in, no-appointment clinic hours in Flora are Monday through Thursday, 11 a.m. until 8 p.m., and Saturday from 8 a.m. until noon. Make Clay County Hospital your number one choice for healthcare, convenient and close to home.
Clay County Hospital, your number one choice in healthcare. At Wabash Communications, our goal is simple: to keep people connected. And today we are doing just that, better than ever, by delivering the latest technology and personal service only a local provider can offer. We offer services anywhere from fast, reliable internet, TV services, and home monitoring solutions to crystal clear local and long-distance phone service. Wabash continues the commitment we started back in 1952, delivering a great connection to the most important people we know, our customers. So choose Wabash, the local service from people you can trust. Get what you want and nothing else when you order a la carte internet from Wabash Communications. Wabash Communications is now able to offer a la carte internet called broadband only with fast download and upload speeds, reliable service, and unlimited data usage. No phone services required for our broadband only plans. Our broadband only menu includes packages up to 1 gig download. Call us at 665-3311 now to order. Service availability and internet speed will depend on location. Contact us for details.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Lamont always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at LeMansOnline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
My name is Rose. Smoking caused my lung cancer. I was on chemo and radiation. They took part of my lung out, and they put this in me to drain the fluid. Every day I prayed that they would remove it. My tip is be careful what you wish for. That chest tube hurt a lot more coming out than it did going in.
Quiet.
I mean,
but the first period,
I didn't see it. I'm just telling
I'm just
you.
shocked.
Well, I apologize to shocking you like that and probably disappointing you to an extent.
A little bit.
Welcome back to Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. My name's Bruce Dickey. Please welcome Jamie Hodges, finishing up your work at North City, right?
One more week.
One more week. And Marty David down there finishing up his sabbatical. His sabbatical before he heads to St. Louis to take his high-paying, high-pressure job over there. We are so glad to still have him. It says take the points, and before we do get started, we do want to give best wishes and congratulations and good luck to our good friend Brian Turner, typically down there on the end, who is, by golly, finally getting married. How about that?
And we'll all be there, so nothing can go wrong.
Yeah, nothing can go wrong.
That can't turn out bad at all.
Yeah, absolutely right. That has to go perfectly.
That's right.
We'll be there, and God bless Sarah Slonaker and the Slonaker family for stepping in and ending Weeze's bachelorhood.
Which, I mean, the odds against that were just phenomenal. If that would ever happen.
Yeah, that whole Vegas Knights making the Stanley Cup or winning the Stanley Cup 500-1. Was that making the cup or
no? It's winning.
That's winning the cup.
Yep.
500-1. That somebody has a big bet on.
Winning it had to be, or getting there had to have been close to 200 or 300.
Well, it had to have been. Yeah.
Well,
somewhere.
that's the thing. I mean, if Weeze he's not here, so we can talk about it. This has gone through this 2 or 3 times before with stab wounds and that kind of thing. So it's glad that it's this close, actually, to a wedding. And Sarah, don't pay attention the last 30 seconds.
I bet she's not watching us.
She's not watching us. That's cool. Yeah,
She's probably got other things on her mind right now.
Yeah, I suspect so. Okay, the Vegas Golden Knights in the Stanley Cup against who?
The Caps.
The Caps.
Now,
where's the hat?
I've got a Little League game after this, so I'm rushing around and.
You always have.
I know.
The visor.
Hey, it'll be here next week.
The Caps visor. Well, see,
they won. The series is over, so the Cap needs a break.
So now resting. you're in the middle of taking a break time until Monday.
The visor's resting.
I got to ask, Marty, you're a Blues fan. Have been forever and ever, amen. You're a Blues fan, Jamie. Have been forever and ever, amen. I'm a Blues fan. Have been forever and ever, amen. Who are you rooting for in this thing? Is there anybody? Are there any rooting interest for a Blues fan?
Yes.
Perspective. You got T.J. Oshie on the Washington Capitals,
And then who? Vegas.
Perron is over there.
Vegas
on
got
Vegas.
Perron and Ryan Reeves, even though they got him
Reeves,
through trade with Pittsburgh. But I said all along, once the teams that all made it, of course the Blues didn't make the playoffs, I thought, well, it'd be a good thing if Vegas would make a run, not thinking at all that they'd get to the finals, let alone have be favored in the finals. But it's great, and I think the Capitals, they haven't been there since '98, and everybody knows the kind of Capitals have been the hard luck.
Well, since '98, in 20 years, they have just crushed their fans' dreams. How many President's Cups have they won? They've won the President's Cup is the best record in the league.
No, most points. Which is usually best
most points, and they've won 4 or 5 of those in the period of time.
Probably.
Well, and got knocked out usually get knocked out by Pittsburgh is what happens. Wherever they meet up with Pittsburgh is what usually happens. Because I think I'm the only one out of the 4 of us that picked a winner.
I'm
pretty sure I'm the one that has the winner.
I was going to ask who still had a remaining chance at winning our preseason
and speaking of Blues,
pre-playoffs bet.
The main reason I went to the Caps was, well, they're a hard luck team. I do like Ovi and Oshie. TJ Oshie is one of my favorite.
He's always one of my favorite Blues. Yeah,
and so that's why
you had the Knights getting to the final, right?
Yeah, I had them against Pittsburgh. I had Pittsburgh winning it,
and I had the Predators against.
I think
Pittsburgh.
You had Pittsburgh also.
Yeah, the Predators against Pittsburgh.
And you had Predators win it. And I had Caps versus Preds.
Which really my favorite thing of playoffs is that Nashville was out early. So
yeah,
that was just great.
We just had Winnipeg.
We just had Winnipeg winning it all, right?
Yeah.
And who's he had them beat him?
I think he had them beating Pittsburgh. Okay. No. Tampa. He had Lightning.
That's right. All right.
I can't believe you didn't watch the game. I'm sure it was such a good.
Ladies and gentlemen, I did not watch last night's hockey game.
It was a Game 7 NHL playoff game.
NHL Game 7.
I was nervous.
Oh man,
I was really nervous. I didn't want to screw up your karma.
I
really didn't want to jinx your karma.
I do appreciate that.
Okay, now I have seen the highlights. What was the best part of the game? Ovechkin scoring early, scored like a minute in the game. Tampa is in Tampa, and Ovechkin plays for Washington. He scored like a minute, 10 seconds in, and the fans who had been
going nuts.
Apey.
It was at Tampa, yeah.
At Tampa, and all of a sudden, boom, they were quiet.
Yeah, and then so then Tampa got several shots. Washington couldn't get a shot on goal. I think they got one more shot on a power play that hit a crossbar, and that was about it. And Tampa must have reeled off 8 or 9 shots before Washington got another shot. Well, then there was a play down by the Washington goal. One of the Tampa players got a little rough, pulled a jersey off one of the Washington players.
Here
comes Tom Wilson.
Tom Wilson,
but this wasn't the good part, Bruce.
Okay.
So Tom Wilson gets fisticuffs.
Yes.
Him and the Tampa player both get sent to the penalty box.
Can't we all just get along?
For 2 minutes.
Really?
The whole 2 minutes they're jawing. As soon as that buzzer goes off for them to come back in, doors open up, sticks and helmets go down, and they go right at each other. And Wilson.
So could you tell watching the game that they were going to fight coming out of the box?
The announcers, to their credit, kept mentioning, I'm pretty sure they're sitting over yet.
Who was it Emmerich last night or Emmerich at Vegas?
No, it wasn't Emmerich. It was
Vegas.
It was on
NBC
Sports last night.
By the way, the entire Stanley Cup final is on NBC Sports again. They didn't get they're not putting them at all on primetime over the air television. Were you surprised by that?
Well, yeah, a little bit, but that's Gary Bettman doesn't always make the best decisions when it comes to showcasing his league.
Yeah, that's true. But I'm kind of surprised since sweeps weeks are over. The television ratings period is over. You'd have thought that NBC might have got
and that's kind of what I expected them to do was move it to NBC. But
with the NBC Sports has got a lot of big games now,
and they've done a great job. And like I said, they did a real good job last night. It was a good game.
Washington wins 4-0. That game will be on Monday, the first game of that series. Let's talk a little bit about what do you expect who's going to have the better crowd. They went nuts in Washington last night. They had riots in the street basically just for making the cup.
Well, they sold out their basketball arena.
Yeah, it was full of people.
It was full of people watching
the basketball?
watching the game on the big screen. And
no kidding.
Yeah, they kept cutting away to them.
So
Were they selling beer and concessions
I've
in there?
always wondered how those work.
Presumably.
We just said the place was full.
I'm assuming they would have to. Yeah.
All right, okay. So answer the question then. Would you be going to Vegas if you had an opportunity to
Yes.
go? Yeah. Of your choice.
Going to Vegas, whatever. Whatever come next. Yes.
I don't like. I better not say that. I'm going to say all kinds of things today that people aren't going to like, but I'm not a big Vegas fan personally. But that would be just a hoot, wouldn't it?
I think so. Yeah, and they do a big outside their stadium. There's a huge open area, and they have a big screen on the side.
Yeah,
of their
so you don't even
of T-Mobile.
So they don't have to go to the basketball.
You wouldn't even have to pay the high price to get in. You could theoretically sit outside.
Well, and it's their first professional, at the top level sports team Vegas has ever had, and here they are at the highest point of that sport. I mean, that town's just going to be. Is
this a nice way to
crazy.
Judge somebody as a sports fan, whether they are overcome by envy or just really kind of thrilled by the story of an expansion team going to the championship series their first time?
I think there's a lot of nervous GMs.
Well, now that makes sense.
I think there'd be a lot of owners saying, "Hey, this is an expansion team, and they made the."
Yeah. Now this expansion was very unique. I mean, they basically got the 10th best player off of every team.
And they got on a couple teams.
And they got they got the best GM in waiting. It was a Washington GM, and he took half of Washington's staff with him.
And they also get compensation picks for taking some of the big salaries that they took. So they're going to be good for a while.
They got a couple of good players because they were whatever team they were with. They had 1 year left on a contract, and the teams were going to have to pay big money to keep them. So they thought, well, we'll float them out there, and if they want to grab them, they can.
All right, prediction time. Let's have who's the winner and how many games. We'll go ahead and let you go first, since we probably all have an idea who you're picking.
I'm going to go Caps in 6, because if I said 7, it'd be in Vegas. If it goes to Game 7 in Vegas, no. no, not with that crowd.
That's the other thing.
So I'm going to go Caps in 6.
On travel days.
And hope they still Game 2.
On travel days in the Stanley Cup Final, they add a day. So that would give the Caps an extra day of soaking up the Vegas sun before a Game 7.
Yeah, I'm going to go Caps in 6.
Caps at home. All right, who you taking, Marty?
I think it'll be a battle of the goalies between Holtby and Marc-Andre Fleury, and I think Fleury's been just lights out, so I'm going to go Vegas in 7.
Now, Holtby had his best game last night.
He did. I was going to say, Holtby shut him out 2 times in a row.
Last night was by far his best game of the year. He had several glove saves that looked like goals.
Vegas bettors, the betting line is on the Knights. I disagree entirely with the betting line, and I'm going to jinx you here. I think the Caps win it. The Caps are sorry about that.
We are not good together, Bruce.
No, that's entirely true. We'll be back with a lot more here on Take the Points edition of Big Talk with Bruce Dickey when we return after these words. Back in a sec.
It's my choice. It's my choice. It's my choice.
So many of our county residents have treatment or surgeries done at larger hospitals. What they don't always realize is that they have a choice to select where they can have physical therapy or any number of post-operative treatments and follow-ups. Clay County Hospital is your choice. Talk with your specialist, surgeon, or primary care provider and let them know that you want to stay close to family, friends, and most importantly, home.
Clay County Hospital, your number one choice in healthcare.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Lamont always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at LeMansOnline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
Get what you want and nothing else when you order a la carte internet from Wabash Communications. Wabash Communications is now able to offer a la carte internet called broadband only with fast download and upload speeds, reliable service, and unlimited data usage. No phone services required for our broadband only plans. Our broadband only menu includes packages up to 1 gig download. Call us at 665-3311 now to order. Service availability and internet speed will depend on location. Contact us for details.
Come see us at Anthony's Wild West in downtown Flora.
Enjoy salad, pizza, and pasta buffet 11 to 2 Monday through Saturday. Not hungry for pizza? Our menu features a variety of food for every taste.
Our dining room is large and spacious for two or a crowd. Let us help you host a private party in one of our banquet rooms. Visit the Fallout Shelter to have a drink with good friends. Then try your luck at one of our 5 gaming machines. See you soon in the Wild West.
Your call is very important to us. Please hold. Your call will be answered in the order it was received.
Tired of paying a big faceless company for your local telephone service in Flora? Now you can easily switch your 662 telephone number to Wabash Communications in Flora. That's right, Wabash can now provide local phone service to the Flora area, and yes, you can keep your 662 telephone number. It's available to both business and residential customers. Call us today at 662-3636. Wabash, your local telecommunications provider.
I'm Brian. I was in the military for 18 years. I joined the service so I could serve my country and see the world. But I smoked, and I got heart disease. So a lot of the world I got to see looked like this. My tip is, it's hard to serve your country when you're too weak to put on your uniform.
At Wabash Communications, our goal is simple, to keep people connected. And today we are doing just that, better than ever, by delivering the latest technology and personal service only a local provider can offer. We offer services anywhere from fast, reliable internet, TV services, and home monitoring solutions to crystal clear local and long-distance phone service. Wabash continues the commitment we started back in 1952, delivering a great connection to the most important people we know, our customers. So choose Wabash, the local service from people you can trust.
Who's kidding? If you're not first, you're last.
I'm just trying to be gentle.
Welcome back, folks, to Big Talk with Bruce Dickey, Take the Points edition. Appreciate you tuning in. My name is Bruce Dickey, joined here beside me by Le Mans Chevrolet's own Jamie Hodges.
Little League Le Mans Chevrolet.
Little League.
Now you don't want people coming into Le Mans saying
that
where's
you work
Jamie
there.
at?
Jamie does not work at Le Mans. And Jamie's just
got a Little League game after this.
So you coach a Little League?
I help coach, yeah.
You help coach, okay. Also, that down there is Marty David, and he is Marty. You ever coach Little League?
No.
Played Little League.
Played, yeah.
Played quite a bit. Speaking of Little League, did you play little basketball, Little League basketball? How long did you play in grade school or high school? When did you
I played through 8th grade, and then, I got so frustrated that you only got 5 fouls a game. I thought that was just a farce.
Won a few more.
Yeah, I mean, it's just not fair. I hit a guy 5 times, and I can't play anymore.
That's just wrong.
And I really couldn't dribble.
Yeah.
I didn't have much of a shot.
Good at shoving people.
Yeah.
Sounds like you and I had the same skill set.
Yeah, actually, I was too. But here we are. We're going to talk about the NBA. The Boston Celtics are in the lead of the Cleveland Cavaliers, 3-2, and going to Cleveland tonight for Game 6. It's really been kind of an odd series in that nobody can play on the road in this series. What is the story?
Well, and then, I don't know. And then the end, if you watched any of the second half, basically, of the last game, it looked like LeBron just kind of – they're saying he was fatigued, but it looked like he gave up. He was just like taking weak, bad shots and just wasn't –
I think, I hate to try to get in his head, but it looked to me kind of like you said, Jamie. It was almost like he's just like, we're not winning this one. I'm going to
save my energy.
Yeah, I'm going to coast in, but you hate for a player to think that way, even when you're in the conference finals. But
well, see, that's the tricky part now that the NBA has gone through all the. They've already had all their longer days off, their longer breaks. They had the 3-day break. Now. They had the 3-day break after Game 2, but from then on, it's one day, one day. And those, LeBron's 35 years old or 34 years old. His legs ain't getting any younger.
And we've said it before. He's played more than anybody by far. I think there at one point in the playoffs, he had played like a full game more in minutes than anybody else in the playoffs. Just because he doesn't come out.
What was the Vegas thinking before this series? They thought the Cavaliers were still getting all the smart money, right?
Yeah.
And the same way,
mainly because
Golden State was getting it too, right?
Yeah, mainly because LeBron, and they thought that Cleveland without Irving and the big guy.
They don't have Gordon Hayward.
Yeah, without those two, they just didn't think Boston could.
So do you think that the Celtics can go ahead and finish them out?
I'm going to say they finish them out Friday night.
You think they'll finish them out tonight at Cleveland?
I meant tonight. Yeah, I forgot.
Tonight,
Let me travel
Cleveland.
back. Yeah.
How about you, Marty? You think? I mean, we've talked about this last week. How we didn't know whether it'd be a long series or short series. I think you guys were saying short series. I said one of them would be long, and they're both going at least 6 games.
Yeah.
Yeah.
7.
Well, and I mean, who do you think's more valuable in this series, Brad Stevens or LeBron James? I mean, I think they're both.
Brad Stevens getting tired.
Exactly. Exactly. And
well, that's the other thing. You see some. They show some of Brad Stevens, some of the plays, the throw-in plays at the end of the games and stuff like that, and he's just making people look silly by creating wide open shots.
His in game, and
out of bounds.
I don't pretend to know the numbers of the NBA game, but I mean, from what I read and hear, and the way other players talk, his own players talk about him, his in game adjustments and strategy, I think, are unmatched, and so that's I still lean on Boston in this series now. How many more games it'll go, I don't know, but I think Boston wins it still.
Well, I mean, do you agree, or you?
I think the last game was just so ugly that they're really in LeBron's head and Cleveland's head. It was not. Boston won ugly. That was just a gutted out, scratch it out game.
There's nobody else on Cleveland to help LeBron.
Yeah,
nobody else on Cleveland.
Kevin Love scored 18 or something the other night, but LeBron and Kevin Love had 50 popoints for the.
And is Love going to do that again?
And there's nobody on Cleveland that can drive to the basket other than LeBron. Kevin Love's off the screen outside shooter.
JR is going to chunk it from half court every time he touches it.
JR's not he doesn't really drive to the basket either.
Corver doesn't drive.
Yeah, I mean,
and they don't play defense. They don't play in the lane defense.
God bless Tyronn Lue. I mean, he's only part-time coach anyway because LeBron's coach most of the time. But Kyle Korver has been there. He has been a pretty solid offensive player, and they're needing offense against Celtics the other night. And they said they didn't play Kyle Korver any more than 18 minutes because the matchups weren't right.
Yeah, but I know.
I mean, at some point when you're behind, you gotta
get some guns in there.
You throw out the matchups.
Why else do you have Kyle Korver on your team?
Why else does Kyle Korver there? All right. Did we already say that Golden State wins last night?
Yeah, even with
3-2.
So say Friday morning, even if Houston does win on Thursday evening, and this is Friday morning, and Houston pulls that game out, do they even still have a chance? I mean, can they beat Golden State at home?
If Golden State wins Thursday night. If Golden State wins Thursday night, they're up 3-2 in the series. All they got to do is win.
No, I'm saying if Houston wins, if Houston goes up 3-2. I still think Golden State goes home and wins too. So even if Houston wins on Thursday night last night,
they won't have.
It'd be at Golden State and then back to Houston for the.
Yeah, Houston's got home court.
Okay, yeah, well, so
the NBA Finals are one that goes 2-3-2.
Yeah.
Which I think they might have.
Okay, the final. So why do they change that up?
I don't know. To confuse us.
Yeah. It's to confuse people who have wonderful cable shows.
To give our award-winning viewers the opportunity to know that we do very little show prep.
To give our award-winning viewers a chance to throw shoes at the television.
Like, how can they not know this? They're on TV. How do they not know this?
It's because we watch baseball.
No, I say Golden State's going to win.
Yeah.
I'm going with that Golden State won on Thursday night.
So they'll win on Saturday.
And so then it goes back to Golden State Saturday, and they close it out. So, yeah, I've got both. So I got the Cavs winning in 6, Golden State winning in 6.
You mean the Cavs can't?
Not Cavs. Celtics winning in 6, Golden State winning in 6.
I'll take Celtics in 6. Also, I think they'll win at Cleveland because Cleveland was, like you said, just beat down. And Golden State. I think Houston. It's going to take them 7, but I think Golden State will win at Houston in Game 7. What do you say?
I say Golden State in 6 and Boston in 7.
Okay, well, we all have the same teams going to the final, and
which guarantees one of them will lose.
Which guarantees, we're all going to be wrong. Yeah. That's pretty much a guarantee every time. We'll be right back with much, much more on Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. Take the Points edition here on Wabash Catch TV. It's Channel 3 in Salem, Channel 25 or Channel 100 here in Flora and Jeff and Louisville and Sisney. And we'll be right back with much more for you right after these messages.
Welcome to Clay County Hospital. Clay County Hospital and Clinics offer the best in services and care in the area with a staff that strives to provide the very best in patient-centered care. We offer full hospital services including radiology, therapy, surgery, labs, and emergency services. Our clinics located in Flora, Louisville, and Clay City allow us to reach out to Clay County residents so that you never have to go far from home for your healthcare needs. In addition to our regular provider staff, we also offer affiliated specialty provider services at our Flora clinic. Finally, have a minor injury or illness but don't want to wait for an appointment? Our walk-in, no-appointment clinic hours in Flora are Monday through Thursday, 11 a.m. until 8 p.m., and Saturday from 8 a.m. until noon. Make Clay County Hospital your number one choice for healthcare, convenient and close to home.
Clay County Hospital, your number one choice in healthcare.
Come see us at Anthony's Wild West in downtown Flora.
Enjoy salad, pizza, and pasta buffet 11 to 2 Monday through Saturday. Not hungry for pizza? Our menu features a variety of food for every taste.
Our dining room is large and spacious for two or a crowd. Let us help you host a private party in one of our banquet rooms. Visit the Fallout Shelter to have a drink with good friends. Then try your luck at one of our 5 gaming machines. See you soon in the Wild West.
Get what you want and nothing else when you order a la carte internet from Wabash Communications. Wabash Communications is now able to offer a la carte internet called broadband only with fast download and upload speeds, reliable service, and unlimited data usage. No phone service is required for our broadband only plans. Our broadband only menu includes packages up to 1 gig download. Call us at 665-3311 now to order. Service availability and internet speed will depend on location. Contact us for details.
My name is Brett, and I used to smoke. I quit, but not until I got a serious gum disease. My tip to you is, your smile says a lot about you. What does this say?
Your call is very important to us. Please hold. Your call will be answered in the order it was received.
Tired of paying a big faceless company for your local telephone service in Flora? Now you can easily switch your 662 telephone number to Wabash Communications in Flora. That's right, Wabash can now provide local phone service to the Flora area, and yes, you can keep your 662 telephone number. It's available to both business and residential customers. Call us today at 662-3636. Wabash, your local telecommunications provider.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Lamont's always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at LeMansOnline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
Be great.
No, that's right. Welcome back to Big Talk with Bruce
Ride home
Dickey.
with you.
Huh?
They can ride home with you.
No way. I'm Bruce Dickey. That is Marty David down there. Jamie Hodges here. And we do appreciate you tuning us in for this Big Talk Sports edition. Okay. All right. There's all this hullabaloo going on in the NFL with the national anthem stuff. And the boys and I have come to the decision, and I think it is the correct decision. Let everybody else stick the finger in that balloon to let that.
Yeah, we're not giving it airtime.
There's no point in us giving this time in May.
Nope.
Now, if somebody starts getting fined and starts getting penalized in September and October, that's a different story. But
and if we're still on the air, we'll discuss it then.
Yeah,
I'm still watching the games.
Yeah, if we're still, I'm watching. Yeah, I'm watching them whether they kneel or not. So anyway, but there were some other rule changes that have now been signed in or agreed to by the ownership that are going to change football a little bit. Like what do you got going there, Mark?
Well, the new kickoff rule is no running starts. So the kickoff team, I think they have to have at least 4 players on either side of the ball. And so
they have to.
You can't overload a side now for onside kicks.
Do they have to be within 1 yard of the line? I think they do.
Yes. So the kickoff's at the 34. The kickoff team kicks off from the 35-yard line. So the most they can only back up to the 34. So you basically get.
You used to back up to the 30, sometimes the 28.
And they could get a good run at it. Get a big running start, all your cover guys. Well, that's taken out because their study showed that the most head injuries and concussions occurred in that initial collision.
Well, wasn't there also something about no blocking within the first 20 yards or no collision?
Yeah, and then there's no wedge blocking allowed now for the return team. But you know what? When I think about it, if a team can't get their running start, if I'm the return team, I'm telling my guys, hey, bring it out, because that's less speed that they've been able to build up already, and I think it'll result in more returns. I think their intention was to cut down on the returns, and now if the ball touches down in the end zone, it's an automatic touchback, whether the player grabs it or not.
So right now, whoever has a record for a 109-yard kickoff return is going to keep that record.
No, you can still catch it.
You can still bring
it
it
out. The ball
out,
lands with no one touching it.
Oh, okay.
If it touches down, like if it skips into the end zone, you can't pick it up and go.
As opposed to the high school, if the ball gets anywhere near the end zone, it's automatic. It's automatically.
So now you can still grab it, or you can catch it and return it, but if it hits down in the end zone, I think it's an automatic touchback now. But yeah, that's one of the. And then of course how
will this affect onside kicks?
Well, I think it'll affect them a lot. You can't overload a side now.
Yeah.
I didn't think you could overload a side for the last few years. I was thinking.
No, you could last year.
You could go 6, I think, on one side.
6 on one, 4 on the other. You only have 2 sides of a football.
Yeah.
So, but I was thinking about the non-contact between the 20 yards, because that was part and parcel of an onside kick. You'd send somebody down there to drill a guy while the ball was still in the air, and I'm just not sure that's permitted.
I think there is a no contact zone now.
I believe there is. Yeah. That's just going to be it's going to cause coaches to get paid more, I guess, because they're going to have to work new ways around it, right? Just like defense. Okay, tell me the rule changes defensively.
Well, it's still the dropping your head. They can't drop their head when they make a tackle, but now they can eject a player for that. Where last year I believe it was just a penalty, and if you got one, and if you got a second one, then you could be ejected. Now they can be ejected on the very first one.
Well, now it was a penalty. They started last year. The running backs weren't supposed to drop their heads either, but now it's anybody.
Right.
Yep. So maybe they'll just wear flags now.
Well, the hard part of that is let's say you are a safety or even a cornerback, and a running back gets through, and you go in for a good tackle.
Yeah.
And you're trying to get your helmet.
Yeah.
Underneath there, and they juke, and so then your helmet's into them. No fault of your own. You can get ejected for that.
Well, it's just, especially for a ball carrier, it's just natural instinct to draw. If contact's coming, you're a ball carrier, you're going to
drop your shoulder.
You're going to drop your head.
And
your head has to go down.
Connected to your shoulder.
My solution is either just give them all flags, or
that's not happening.
Or take off the helmets. And
see, now that's the thing.
Go back to like a leather or like just a very small padded helmet. I mean, you've basically got a 5-pound weight around your whole head that they're slamming into each other. I mean, take off the helmets.
Well, that turns it into rugby.
Well, you can still have the regular contact. Rugby you can still hit below the waist.
Oh, okay.
Rugby has to be all above the waist, but if you take the helmets away, you won't have.
How's this going to affect? Now, this is what I call a professional segue. How's this going to affect a guy like Rob Gronkowski?
Going to be harder to tackle him
because Gronkowski, his horse is back. How'd the Preakness go for you boys? Did y'all enjoy
the Preakness? Not well at all.
Rob Gronkowski's back in the. He's going to be racing in the Belmont.
Yeah, that Preakness was not good to me.
Ravazzo came on strong, and
Preakness was a lot of fun to watch. Wasn't it?
Great for me. Yeah.
Lone Sailor just kind of was blown.
Yeah,
Lone Sailor did not live up.
Jamie and I lost a little bit of money on Lone Sailor, but and I didn't.
I didn't go heavy on him, so I mean, I didn't go heavy on anybody. So,
but that was the thing. There wasn't a long enough shot really to go heavy on.
No, I went Lone Sailor across the just like we said. I went Lone Sailor across the board, and then I went Lone Sailor 1, Justified 2, and a Exacta.
Bravazzo looked like the strongest horse in the race. Almost caught Justify at the end. You think can anybody catch? Is Justify going to win the Triple Crown? What's the thought?
I hope so now. Now that he's got 2 out of 2.
I'm going to be rooting for it. Yeah, I mean,
Are you?
Yeah, I always, if there's a chance at a Triple Crown as a horse racing fan, you almost, I can't imagine not rooting for it, I don't think.
All right, now,
Give me the other perspective
give you
there.
the devil's advocate
Okay.
here. And because I don't think I will. Because I liked American Pharoah. American Pharoah was a nice horse. American Pharoah was my special.
Justify looked at you wrong.
My special little horse. American Pharoah was my special little horse. I went and met American Pharoah at the track. I was from here to Marty.
Well, maybe we can do that for Justify too.
That horse hates people. He kicks people.
Oh, yeah.
American Pharoah is a wonderful horse. The tremendously well behaved.
Well, maybe they'll finally have a dry track. Then we'll see a difference.
I bet not.
Yeah.
Well, they'd have to have an entire change of luck. Not the way their luck's going.
How about the track announcers trying to call the Preakness? And
that was great.
They're in the fog.
Larry Colmus has
that you couldn't see. You could. I mean, yeah. You
has
just couldn't
forged
tell.
leaps and bounds in my mind. His ability to call that race.
Yeah.
Because he did a great job. It was a lot of fun. Hope you all really enjoyed watching it. Because we're going to talk about the Belmont here in the next couple of weeks as well. When we come back, we're going to talk about a little bit about baseball. Maybe try to get. Are we going to take a collection here to? I don't know, buy an alarm clock.
Yeah, I mean, I almost overslept tonight too.
Did you almost oversleep?
Yeah. Second time he's done it is the bad did of Florida or Miami.
We'll be right back on Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. The Take the Points edition. That's Marty. That's Jamie. I'm Bruce. We'll be right back.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Lamont always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at LeMansOnline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
Welcome to Clay County Hospital. Clay County Hospital and Clinics offer the best in services and care in the area with a staff that strives to provide the very best in patient-centered care. We offer full hospital services including radiology, therapy, surgery, labs, and emergency services. Our clinics located in Flora, Louisville, and Clay City allow us to reach out to Clay County residents so that you never have to go far from home for your healthcare needs. In addition to our regular provider staff, we also offer affiliated specialty provider services at our Flora clinic. Finally, have a minor injury or illness but don't want to wait for an appointment? Our walk-in, no-appointment clinic hours in Flora are Monday through Thursday, 11 a.m. until 8 p.m., and Saturday from 8 a.m. until noon. Make Clay County Hospital your number one choice for healthcare, convenient and close to home.
Clay County Hospital, your number one choice in healthcare.
Get what you want and nothing else when you order a la carte internet from Wabash Communications. Wabash Communications is now able to offer a la carte internet called broadband only with fast download and upload speeds, reliable service, and unlimited data usage. No phone service is required for our broadband only plans. Our broadband only menu includes packages up to 1 gig download. Call us at 665-3311 now to order. Service availability and internet speed will depend on location. Contact us for details.
Come see us at Anthony's Wild West in downtown Flora.
Enjoy salad, pizza, and pasta buffet 11 to 2 Monday through Saturday. Not hungry for pizza? Our menu features a variety of food for every taste.
Our dining room is large and spacious for 2 or a crowd. Let us help you host a private party in one of our banquet rooms. Visit the Fallout Shelter to have a drink with good friends. Then try your luck at one of our 5 gaming machines. See you soon in the Wild West.
I'm Brian. I was in the military for 18 years. I joined the service so I can serve my country and see the world. But I smoked, and I got heart disease. So a lot of the world I got to see looked like this. My tip is, it's hard to serve your country when you're too weak to put on your uniform.
Your call is very important to us. Please hold. Your call will be answered in the order it was received.
Tired of paying a big faceless company for your local telephone service in Flora? Now you can easily switch your 662 telephone number to Wabash Communications in Flora. That's right, Wabash can now provide local phone service to the Flora area, and yes, you can keep your 662 telephone number. It's available to both business and residential customers. Call us today at 662-3636. Wabash, your local telecommunications provider.
Welcome back to Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. I am Bruce Dickey. I do appreciate you tuning in today. And during the football talk we were just having a moment ago, Marty found this little gem. This is from 1979. Let's
hope you got it.
I did get it. How about that shooting? Wasn't that pretty good? This is the 1979 Lear Ford Junior Football League, 7th and 8th grade. I'm right there wearing number 79 on that team. That's my twin brother immediately next to me. And, since Marty's moving to St. Louis, going through all of his items.
I want to know why Marty had this.
Tell us why Marty had this.
Well, I had a box of my dad's old stuff. And I knew this picture existed, but I hadn't seen it in a long time. And I knew I had it somewhere. And I'm going through some of these old boxes, just going through stuff that we're getting rid of or not taking. And then this
Marty's dad, Stan David, the legendary Stan David, was my football coach for junior league in 7th and 8th grade. And that was when Marty was 3 years old, maybe two or three years old. Marty would come to practices, and that's how I met Marty. He was kicking field goals at age 2. Well, he was trying to kick field goals.
I think my dad came to Fairfield in 71, I believe. Yeah. And so when did they start? Because he started probably JFL back up, so it wasn't too long after he came to town. They started it up, and
probably 73 or 4. But thanks very much for bringing that. We'll put that picture up somewhere in a place of honor in the Big Talk studio.
And then your dad wrote my dad a very nice letter at the end of the season. Talked about how he was shaping young men and young boys. And
I'm sure knowing Bruce's dad, there's a lot of big words.
Yeah, it was a very nice letter, and I knew the picture existed. I did not know the letter existed.
You didn't know about the letter,
so that was really neat that I found that.
It was really
I'd never seen that.
Ferdy could write a pretty good letter.
Yeah,
that's for sure.
It was really neat.
But thanks very much for bringing that in. I do appreciate it. Let's talk baseball. Okay. At what point do you the Cardinals? All right, Marcell Ozuna overslept for a day game Wednesday.
Who's not played well.
He's not playing well. Yeah. He's batting about 200. His slugging percentage is .330 for crying out loud, and he's the number 4 hitter. Your average number 4 hitter slugging percentage ought to be 500 or 600, and he's not playing well. So he sleeps in and gets to the ballpark after the first pitch of the game.
They actually sent somebody to his apartment thinking
they were afraid,
thinking bad things.
They were afraid of his health, or they thought it might have health problems.
Yeah, and like I said, I think they said his apartment's in Clayton, which is out by Wash U. Not that far. Not that far from the stadium. And
it's about a 10-mile drive, 10-minute drive.
Marty, that's something you and I would do.
Well, that was going to be my question. How many times have you slept in from your job and basically not called or not done anything? And if you and I
never. I have slept in too late and had to maybe break a few speed limit laws to get to where I was supposed to be, but
I have slept in.
Made it.
I have slept in and. Well, not in the last 10 years, but I've slept in and made a phone call in time before. Gotten there late, but made a phone call and let everybody know that I wasn't going to be there.
We'd be fired if we.
We'd be fired.
Yeah,
I'd be fired. You'd be fired. You know, the last guy this happened to it happened to. It was the Miami Marlin last year, and I read
what was his name? Ozuna.
That was 2 years ago.
Oh, sorry.
Happened to Marcell Ozuna 2 years ago, and the same thing happened, but he didn't get fired. He's making $14 million a year. It's probably tough to fire a guy. But it did happen to one last year also, a Miami Marlin, and they cut him. He was cut the next day.
Well, and I said.
No, that was the Cardinals cut the guy.
Yeah.
Oh, who was it? I can't remember.
I read that today too. But like I said, in Miami, you could almost, you go out to South Beach all night. You're late for a day game the next day, but as much as I love St. Louis, I'm moving there. But what are you doing?
There aren't any bars open.
No,
the only bars that are open are on the east side. I mean, you've got to go to the East Side Pops is open.
He might have went to
24
Nick's
hours a
Pub. He
day.
might have went to Nick's Pub. That's a good one to
How
go
late
to.
will Nick's Pub stay open during the week on a Wednesday night,
and
Tuesday night?
We're
Marcel,
talking about how late our bars staying open for us, not for a St. Louis Cardinal in St. Louis.
Okay, now therein lies the gigantic $64,000 question. Did he just oversleep, or was he super drunk?
Yeah, maybe he just overslept. Who knows?
I'm gonna go with overslept.
Yeah,
I'm gonna give him the benefit of the doubt.
That is very kind.
Yeah.
That was the benefit of the doubt. If you're giving him the benefit of the doubt, that was it.
Matheny did have him up to pinch hit in the ninth, so I mean, he wasn't, he was going to use.
Well, he came in, he did everything right. I mean, it's like he'd done it before.
They said
it's like he'd done it before. He apologized to the team.
Matheny said he profusely apologized to his teammates first, and then he said he was very sorry, it won't happen again, blah blah blah, and then they were going to use him to pinch hit. So maybe it's done. Of course, you're not cutting him Marcel. So
no, you're not cutting Marcel.
Really get over it.
I guess you got to get over it. Okay, let's talk about the National League. We'll talk a little bit about the American League if we have time. Is the last time we gathered here, Atlanta Braves were had the top record in the National League. That doesn't exist anymore. That's not like that anymore. It is now. The Milwaukee Brewers are a game or two ahead of everybody else in the National League.
And we're only 3.5 back as bad as we've played.
The Milwaukee Brewers they got a 620 percentage. St. Louis at 553,
which is
pretty good.
Yeah.
If you finish the season with a 553 record,
you're in good shape.
Going to be 89, 88, 89, 90 wins. Is Milwaukee a fluke, or are they going to be that good all year long? I mean, we're 50 games in almost.
Well,
now.
Milwaukee had made some moves like we did. They got Yelich, who was. I mean, the Cardinals were getting Ozuna or Yelich, most likely.
Milwaukee is in 50 games. They've got 50 games, so third of the way through the season.
I think they're a solid team. I think they're a team that can be caught.
I'm the same way. I mean, the numbers show
they've had a couple of pitchers out. Starting pitchers out that are now coming back that are good pitchers.
Same for the Cardinals.
Chase Anderson. Well, that's true.
We're supposed to get Reyes back here
next Monday. I think is set him up to start.
Yeah,
Monday or Tuesday. So the Cardinals can catch them, like you said. They're only 3.5 games back. But at what point do you also start worrying about the Cubs too? I mean, the Cubs are 4 games back.
Pittsburgh's right there too. I mean,
Pittsburgh's 3.5.
Yeah, it's a competitive division. That's why you got to worry about this year. And it's going to be baseball is such a game of who stays healthy.
You know who else has slept in a couple of times before? As it was in his rookie year, and he hasn't done it since. And he's having a pretty good career. Chris Bryant for the Cubs. Chris Bryant had a history of not playing as well at Wrigley Field day games. Let's put it that way.
He preferred the light.
He preferred the night games.
Chris. That would be a hard schedule to get used to when you figure sometimes you're not getting out of the ballpark, or you're not. The game's not even over until like 10:30. By the time you get out of there, get something to eat, get home, and then. You're usually used to being able to sleep in for the next night game, but then when you turn around and have a day game, I mean, it's... I would do it. I would figure it out.
We'd find a way.
Yeah. Just give Marcel a personal person just to stay with him and wait.
Like the old window knockers. Like the old window knockers in England.
You're paying Ozuna $14 million each year, this year, next year. And after that, if he turns around his season, he's going to get a lot more than $14 million a year. Can't you afford to load that into his contract for about $100,000? That would cover.
I would like to go ahead and apply for this job.
Yeah. I mean, that cover $100,000 would cover say $70,000 of salary and then insurance, and heck, that's off you go.
Would they pay O's translator last year?
Probably about that.
Yeah,
probably about that.
Basically, he's a translator and personal assistant, and he went with the team everywhere. So
yeah. So you're going to apply for the
yes, I'd like to go ahead.
Marcel Ozuna.
Yeah. I'll go ahead.
Might need to work on your Spanish.
You can buy Google has an app for that. We'll be fine.
Get your lime arm sleeve. Get your arm sleeve.
Yeah.
So you'd have to. I wonder where he lives in Clayton. Does he live in an apartment?
They just said apartment in Clayton. They said they sent personnel to his apartment in Clayton to check on him and.
Well, Mark McGuire lived in. Actually, Tony La Russa did too. They lived out there at the Ritz-Carlton in Clayton for the entire, at least for a few months, for McGuire's entire career, and for La Russa about half his career.
I did not know.
Not bad being a baseball player.
That'd be all right.
Hey, folks, thanks very much for watching Take the Points of this week's edition. We do appreciate it. That's Marty David. Thanks, Marty. Thanks, Jamie.
Thank you, Bruce.
Appreciate
you guys for watching.
Thanks very much. We'll talk to y'all real soon. Have a great Memorial Day weekend.